All right. F it. What's up, guys? How's it going? I have felt like shit the past 5 days. I was sick like 2 weeks ago. I got over it. Now I'm sick again, even worse. But I did want to make a video. This is basically just gonna be kind of like a rant. I need to smoke something. And what I want to talk about is the, I don't want to say concept, but the fact, basically, that as human beings in most parts of the world, you have to have a job in order to survive. There's two different ways of looking at it. Wow, we've come a long way as a society, as a human race, to get to a point where all we have to do is go work and do maybe some not so physically intensive job, and we get paid money that we can buy food with, and we can buy water with, and we can have shelter with. Because, back in the day, in order to survive and feed your family and keep them safe, you would literally basically be working from the time the sun came up until the sun went down. As humans, as far as the human race goes, there was a time where legitimately you had to go and kill to eat your own food. You had to create your own shelter. In a way, it can be looked at as a good thing that, we really don't have to do this crazy labor intensive stuff. We have a system that works, and we can basically live easier lives than we did then. But there's also the other way of looking at it, right? It's almost like modern day slavery. And as I'm saying these things out loud, it's kind of like a lot of my thoughts are coming out of my head. So some of it sounds a little stupid, but as someone who's worked 9 to 5 type jobs since I was 17, over 10 years now, I can definitely say there's this idea that people have when they work these jobs that they have no way out. They have no other way of making money for their family. They have no other options but what they are doing, and they feel stuck. I can guarantee you, people who are watching this video now, even maybe you, even feel stuck in your 9 to 5 job, and you can't move, and you're basically just stuck there forever, or unless you want to be homeless or something like that, right? So in a way, the idea of us working, even though it can be looked at as better, is also horrible. There's so many people on Earth, though, that there has to be some sort of a process or a system set in place for us to survive. I've thought a lot about this, okay, obviously. That's one of those things that it's totally dependent on your perception of the situation, whether you think of it as a good thing or a bad thing. Some people love their 9 to 5 jobs. Some people enjoy waking up and going to work, and they go and they come back, and they are okay with this process. And there's nothing at all wrong with that at all. I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm not saying that they're just, ignorant slaves. No, some people actually enjoy what they do. Although I do think that it's more common that people don't. I think there are definitely way more jobs that suck compared to that are actually good for us and that we will enjoy. I recently just quit my job for the third time, right? I worked at this place called Valvoline Instant Oil Change, and I quit multiple times before I just recently quit. I came back multiple times. It was kind of like a meme at the store that I, had left and come back so many times. When I went back this most recent time, I was actually enjoying the place I was at. I went from being back in the day, I was the store manager, the main boss at the location, to being what they called a senior tech, where I didn't have that many responsibilities, and I enjoyed it for the most part. Like I said, this is just gonna be a rant. I'm gonna just kind of talk about a bunch of different things, but I don't know. I don't want to. I'm trying my best to word this the right way without calling certain people out. I know there's gonna be a lot of you guys from Valvoline who are probably watching this right now. How's it going? I don't want to call some of you out. Some of you, I don't give a fuck about calling you out. I just don't want to give you my energy, is really what it is. The company I worked for, and I'm sure like most other companies that are out there, are all run by maybe 12 people, maybe less. And the ideas of these 12 people trickle down all the way down to brand new hires. I've met the people at the top, I've talked with them. I was a store manager at one point, and it kind of, you start to realize as those ideas and thoughts trickle down from the top, things get misconstrued. Power gets involved, moods get involved, different people's insecurities get involved. And by the time those ideas and those thoughts trickle down to your employees, they're totally misconstrued. And I think that that's probably one of the hardest things about running a company that large is maintaining consistency throughout the entire company, right? While I was there, there were scandals, there was illegal shit going on, there was embarrassing shit going on. Was so much gossip. I legitimately hadn't felt like that since high school. It's kind of one of the main reasons I wanted to make this video, and kind of what got me thinking the most about, the whole 9 to 5 concept. I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. Like, why did I feel the need to start to make this video? Resentment, obviously, maybe I'm still like holding on to anger because of it, because there were a lot of many different moments where I was fucked over, where I was lied about, where I lost out on money to feed my kids because of other people lying and backstabbing. And, there was just so much negative energy and bad vibes at this place that I think it did kind of like hit a nerve with me. And, there were times where I thought about making videos where I'm just like exposing shit and stuff like that. But it didn't hit a nerve that much, I guess you could say. And I'm just not the type of person to do that. I did want to talk about it though. I did want to get through people's heads that there are other options other than working at these shitty fucking companies, other than forcing yourself to do something you don't enjoy. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of desperation even sometimes. But there are ways you can enjoy what you do. You can provide for your family and not have to work and feel stuck doing something you don't want to do. There are ways around it. Right now, I basically have like 6 or 7 different forms of income. I'm not saying I'm the greatest role model. I'm not saying I'm totally right in the situation. I'm saying that right now, with those 6 or 7 forms of income, I am making less money than I would if I was just working at Valvoline, yeah. But I'm also way fucking happier. And that alone makes me feel like I'm making more money. I'm not just getting the crumbs from this company, this multi-billion-dollar company, dependent on if they want me there, dependent on if they want me to do this or that. I'm not just a pawn in their game getting crumbs. And that's basically how I felt. The more I understood the company, the more I got involved in it, the more I did see, there were a lot of good aspects to the company. I think they're very, very smart. I think their processes, I think everything they do is very, very smart. But there's something about their management, probably, I don't know, it's just this company or what, or other companies as well. But from what I saw, where there was just so much gossip, bullshit, childish things going on that it was not good for me. And I don't think it'd be good for anybody to be like in those situations. I saw people go from having, these huge high hopes for their career, wanting to do these humongous things in college, working towards things, to legitimately just giving all that up to like work at Valvoline indefinitely. And that was really sad to see in those situations, myself included. I can't tell you how many years I wasted at Valvoline or at other companies, when I could have just been doing me. And by now I could be making 10 times what I'm making right now financially. As of right now, I do have a job. I do work, but it's not a 9 to 5. It's something where I schedule my own hours. I work when I want, when I can. And it's working out perfectly. I DJ, I do YouTube videos. I make bootleg movies for people I know. I do a bunch of different things like that. And it's all like on my own time and just according to me. I hustle my own money. And it feels good. But I don't know. This was just kind of like a rant video. Probably going to do these a lot more. I'm not that coherent right now. I probably sound like I am talking with the plug nose because I am. I can't breathe out of this nostril right now. And last night I couldn't breathe out of this nostril at all. Like at all at all. I had to literally like blow my nose every minute and a half. It's so annoying. Anyways, I just want to do my best to I don't know, share my story, I guess, get it off my chest at the same time. And if I can help anybody, even just one person to realize like, that you can do more, there are other options and you just need to take that step and, be courageous and take a chance because nothing good has ever come without taking a chance. Is that what I want to say? Is that the right saying? I don't think that makes sense. I'm sure there's good things that happen without taking a chance. Is that what I want to say? You have to take a chance in your situation to have something good come from it. I don't know. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Do you work a 9 to 5 you dislike? Do you enjoy it? Are you happy with it? This is mostly just my random ideas coming out of my head, to start a conversation with you guys. I hope you guys have a great, great weekend, rest of your day. Good night, good morning. Smoke some, drink some. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time.